Hey yo, it's your boy Zoe, and I'm back again with another banger. Listen, y'all. I know it's been a minute. I know my last video, my mic and stuff was messing up, but I'm back again. I got my mic straight right now. But right now, I just want to go ahead and give like my honest thoughts and feedback about the game, NBA to Run. They had their playtest last Saturday. Um, they had it for like 5 hours or so, 6 hours, because had like some server issues, which I'm gonna go and get into that. Um, Again, this is just my honest feedback and thoughts of stuff that they did great in and stuff that they probably need to improve in. I do have about like 10 hours or so on this game. I have been playing the game before the public have, and I also won like a lot of trophies. I'm probably like 12, 13, just a lot of trophies. So, um, yeah, I just went on here just based off of based off the gameplay that we had Saturday. This is my pros and cons stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you the stuff um that are good in the game for me. Um, I just feel like every game feels fun. It does feel fun. It feels fast paced. Um, it doesn't feel like other games where you would just sit there for like 20, 30 minutes and then you're not enjoying your time. Like you can come here, play for like a few minutes, and even if you lose, you still are having fun, and it don't feel like as frustrating to lose than you do in other games. You can just go back and just try it again. Like, hey, that game was fun, or maybe that game was close. We can go ahead and try the next run. Um, I'll probably say that uh, it do feel like it is a skills gap. Um, when it comes with the community, I'm gonna say how they're using players. You can tell who, like, just a person, like how good they are when it comes to using maybe a LeBron versus another person that is extremely well using that player of LeBron. So like it's literally it feels like a skills gap. It don't feel like anybody. I mean, I feel like anybody can probably pick up and use a character, but to really dominate with one player, I can really see the skills gap between especially the higher skill players. Um, I do like that they're still adding like new rule sets and stuff like that. They're gonna be adding different locations still. We had a new rule set called Zone Breaker, which that was fun. Things go to 1 to 30. Uh, get extra points if you're in the zone and stuff. So it like things like that. If they continue to add on like no more rules and stuff like that, it just makes the game just more refreshing, more fun. Um, just not boring. It just makes like, oh yeah, we got a new rule, so we got to keep that in mind, and just make you really have to use your teammates and stuff. Um, I do like the fact that there are a lot more signature moves than last time. So it just seemed like the last play test, a lot of people just had like some of the similar moves. This time, I did see new fadeaways. People had new fadeaways. I know Shea got a lot of different fades with him. Um, yeah, just I'll probably say like just different animations that I've seen when it comes as far as the shooting have gotten more. So hopefully when we get more different players that uh we can see more signature moves as far as like shooting and stuff. I know Kyrie and stuff like that will come in, so maybe we'll get more um fadeaways with him. Um I say like the putbacks were improved as well. Uh they were improved from the last time. They didn't seem like a chance. Even though I was doing them a lot the last playtest, and even this playtest I was doing them quite a bit. It felt a lot more snappier. You can get them a lot. I see a lot more people are getting the putbacks now, so yeah, I think that's really good now that everybody's catching on. So, and that's just like some pros and stuff like that, and stuff that I really liked about the game. Now I'm about to kind of right here got to go through some cons and stuff that I had some issues with the game. A main thing is for me is servers. The servers. I'm sorry. The servers are an issue. Um, got kicked out of my run. Me and AJ and Classified, we tried to go on a run and we even got kicked out over that. Like it was time like we had to wait for like 30 minutes or so, and it kind of just ruined the flow of everything at the service, and it kind of makes me nervous that like when we open up the playtest and stuff for this magnitude of people, and it's shutting down like that, that makes me nervous that like, okay, well, what happens when it's going to be even more people? Are we going to have more issues like that? The matchmaking was we had to wait for an online game. That kind of does suck, but when you get in the game, it's fun. So it's just like, the only part is I had to wait a lot of the time. So um, yeah, hopefully they'll fix the service. Um, that's my main thing. They need to fix the service. That way we are able to play and actually get into a game. Because when you get in the game, there was a couple cases too. The gameplay did feel choppy. Um, Also, I may have some examples on the screen to show you what I'm talking about with some of the stuff. Um, that way, you have an idea. I have an idea what I'm talking about. But just all right, that is service. Um, Next up, I have missing dunks. Just especially like with good dunkers. So like people like Giannis and Ant and stuff like that. See a lot of the cases where I did miss a dunk with them. Um, I understand what players, and even in the sense of, I see a lot of the times where you got a player like Jalen Brunson and even Steph Curry. Sometimes I've seen people run up and they miss a wide open dunk. There's nobody near, there's no defender, nothing, and they still miss the dunk. I don't know if there's like a dunk timing with it, but I feel like that's something that the devs had to address when it comes to dunking with that. Like if it's some type of timing with it, not to have people just go brain dead. So I feel like I missed some dunks when I shouldn't have, and there's sometimes like I got contested, which is fine, but there's a lot of times that I did get contested when I shouldn't have. Like I'm about to dunk on Cade Cunningham with Giannis, and then Cade knocking me out the air, and he doesn't have that much power and stuff like that to even be doing that. And Giannis of course, has way more power to knock him down. So it's just stuff like that. I wish that hopefully they can address the dunking. As far as with good dunkers, just the good dunkers, and maybe just the open dunks in a sense. Just hey, when there's no defender there, I should be able to dunk it regardless. Like, I should be able to time and run up and dunk. There's nobody there. I get it if it's the one defender or two defenders right there or right near you. You may be able to miss the dunk in a sense with a average to low dunker. But a really good dunker should be able to stand out. I feel like a lot of the times in this game, a lot of people were just relying on shooting because the dunks, people were just missing dunks. Um, and speaking of shooting, I think the shooting feels too easy with everything, and I don't know is it this is like a two-parter with what I'm about to say, because it comes with the shooting and the defense. Um, I say the shooting feels way easy because it's the other part. The advanced guard is a hit or miss, in my opinion. It doesn't feel like when you're on defense, when you trying to lock in, because I try to play defense all the time, hit the advanced guard to try to get the shield up so it can limit their opposing players' stats. But a lot of the cases is not doing that. They feel like it will pop up and then it will go away, it'll pop up and go away. And even a lot of cases where I'm right there in front of them and it's still nothing. They still make the shot or whatever. It's just there. I would at least like to have to see the shield or something. You still make it, but a lot of cases it just may seem like I'm not there or whatever the case may be. Hopefully, I would just say the solution with that is to they just need to buff the defense, like the hands up defense, the advanced guarding, it needs to be there because and a lot of people, all they're doing is just trying to shoot threes and shoot over. They do a couple spins and then they just shooting a three, and that's going to end up changing the meta of the entire game because all other people going to do, as long as you can play some defense and can shoot, that's it. Nobody don't want to dunk or want to do anything else. Um, I would just say, yeah, that'd just be my solution. Is they need to tweak the advanced guard for sure. They need to tweak it. It needs to be buffed. It needs to be buffed. That way, a lot of people can still miss shot. Like it still could be fun. It just need to be slightly buffed to where like at least your good defenders or people that got the guard rating, it pops up a lot more frequent. Because I feel like I have Giannis and Ant and stuff like that do have a guard rating and it's not popping up. They have a high guard rating, a five guard rating. So, um, I would just say, the solution too as well. Oh, well, I already gave the solution for missing dunks. Just gotta buff up the dunks. Um, they still need to nerf just the shooting some. I get it for some players. They need to keep it like Shea and um Curry and stuff like that, but it still needs to be nerfed for other players. Um, also, I have is I get that they're not trying to add. They may not end up adding more animations. I mean, how this is basically what the game is gonna be. But this is what I really hope that the devs and I think a lot of other people have seen my post on Discord, and y'all can check that out there. Um, we need layups. We need layups in the game. I think that people just trying to dunk like at Curry and stuff like that, and you just like, hey, they could just automatically just miss a dunk. I feel like that makes people upset. Hey, I'd rather go up with a layup, an automatic 2 points, than to know like, hey, or it's kind of silly, or just be like, hey, I gotta run and do like that little floater thing that people probably don't want to do, that little floater thing, unless it's a signature floater, a signature layup. But people don't want to do that little floater, or people don't want to just stop and pop a lot of the times. So they just probably maybe want to do a dunk because maybe the game requires them to do a dunk, like Dunk Fest. Like they have to go in the paint, right? So it just, hopefully we'll have like something like that. And like for layups, like for me, I'm a slash. I think I'm probably one of the best slashers in the game. Um, I would love to have layups. I know a lot of people would like to block layups too. A lot of times, you thinking you about to, block a dunk and you don't, but maybe you can probably block the layup, or somebody try to do a layup, try to go in. And for players like Kyrie, for sure, that's coming in the game, we need layups. Like, he's a layup expert. Like, I get that he can shoot the three and everything. He has the handles, but he is a great finisher, one of the best finishers in the game. Especially like people like Shea and stuff like that. Like, they need layups. Like, or at least if it's gonna be like from all these dunks, we need to cancel out of the dunks. Let us at least cancel out the dunks to a layup. I think a lot of people will just be happy. That's be my solution. If we can't have a different layup animation, then let us cancel out of the dunk animations. Because a lot of times it can be really crazy. A lot of these dunks in here, it looks super cool. So, but it would be a lot more cooler if you would probably fake that dunk into a layup. So that's just my opinion. Hopefully that won't be something that's just hard to implement. And just let us cancel it out. At least just let us cancel it out. I don't care if you don't have to add a new layup animation. Just cancel it out. I know I've been asking for dribble animations. I know they just only have like the back down, the step back, the spins. I was just hoping maybe that we can have like automatic dribbling, like just contextual dribbling when you're walking down the floor or you're running down the floor. That way you can kind of mix up your moves in a sense. That way That way it don't seem like a lot of people just like, oh yeah, like they wanted to be like Street, and this game is not like Street. It's not like Street. It is what it is. It's just NBA to run. It's what this game that's in front of us here. So it just, I could see why they didn't, they don't want to go in that route of trying to like, hey, do everything of like an NBA Street game. They're trying to make it their own way. But just, I would think adding on like some type of contextual dribbling, um, just an automatic dribble type of thing, like a different, like a running animation, a dribble animation just running through, like something to make it more street, to kind of make people feel like they um about to do something crazy, do all these walk up animations like and one and stuff like that. How they get ready to break some ankles, they do these little walk ups to people, like maybe add a little stuff like that. But then you can just do the step back and spin moves and whatever after that. So, hopefully, they'll add something like that in there. If not, it's okay, because I mean, it is what it is. That's what the game we have in front. Um, I know a lot of people has been asking, and quite for me as well, is offline mode. Um, I just think the reason why the reason why we need an offline mode is for the sake of, um, I think of course people will just want like creative player and stuff like that, and even stuff like NBA challenge and things like that. But it's really the main thing of, um, hey, like what if I have internet issues, or even the case of how we just had the playtest and the servers were bad, and we basically can't play the game. So you just right there, just sitting there, like, all right, well, you have to wait till they fix the servers. But it could have been cool in the meantime, where if we had an offline mode, we could be playing that in the meantime until the servers are back on, and then we can play squads or solo or do whatever. So I really hope that, like, especially with this server mishap thing that happened past weekend, maybe they can understand that like having like an offline mode could be crucial in this type of game here. That way, like, it still keeps people here, it keeps people in the game. Like, all right, well, the server, like, anything can happen, anything can happen. Their internet could be messing up, the servers at the play-by-play or whatever, that anything could be happening. And at least they got like, well, I could just play this in the meantime. People, and you still keeping your fan base, you still keeping your community there, instead of being like, well, I can't play the game because it's an online game, so I gotta go play something else. And I think that's not what they want you to do, or like, yeah, you gotta wait for them. So hopefully they'll get an offline mode. um Rankings and leaderboards. um we haven't heard too much about the ranks yet. I believe we will have some type of ranking going on in the game. But I think my main concern is like the leaderboards. I will hope uh that we will have some type of leaderboards to kind of justify like who is the top players in the world. Because right now, I think way they have it set up is like who has the most trophies. Um, which is okay, but I really think that it kind of don't justify like if that person is the best person or not, because anything can. It's a lot of variables that go into that, like like your teammates and stuff like that, or you could be playing randoms or anything. Like it can just be a lot of variables with that. It don't really justify like, oh yeah, you're a top player in the game. Um, got legends. uh Hopefully, as far as like, we'll get like even more legends, like we'll unlock more legends as time goes by. um Hopefully we'll see a lot more street legends, maybe some influencers like the professor and stuff like that will come in the game, and hopefully we'll see like more of their like signature moves and things like that. So uh just having like more legends and have more signature moves going in. And I think lastly for me, what I have is the end of zones. A lot of like some of the times, like certain stuff doesn't feel as OP. I would honestly think the most OP one right now is amped up. I just think because of just the speed, the power and everything like that, it just makes it OP for a lot of players like SGA and Bam and stuff like that. It makes it a lot OP. Um, to me versus everything else. I've seen people miss their posterizer with Ant and all this other stuff with dunks and stuff, which is weird, and even with Giannis and I see people missing with Curry with the deep threat. So it just things like that. Um, I just hope that maybe that actually be tuned up and tweaked. But I don't want to get into it for right now. This video's already getting a little too long here. Um, that's it for me. If you enjoyed this video or you got any more feedback that y'all want to go ahead and like leave in the comments, just go ahead and leave that there. I will try to send that up. Um, but yeah, that's just my honest opinion. If I had to rate the game, I still give the game like a 8 out of 10. And say just a few stuff that needs just me fixed, but I still think that it's still playable. I still have fun in this game overall, and I'm still waiting to want to go back and play this game. So, the game come out June 9th, and hopefully we get another playtest and go back and over the playtest. We get the consoles. I know my console people have not played yet, and they are dying to play this game. So hopefully, that we get a last playtest, and maybe it'll be for them. But that's it for me, y'all. Peace.